Imagine a joyous high school homecoming weekend turning into a nightmare of gunfire and loss. This is the heartbreaking reality unfolding in Mississippi, where a tragic shooting has claimed lives and shattered a small town's celebration. As we delve into the details of this incident and others across the state, it's a stark reminder of how quickly violence can erupt. But here's where it gets controversial. Could something as seemingly simple as a disagreement truly escalate into such devastation? Or is there more to the story that we're not hearing yet? The FBI revealed on Monday that they've made 4 arrests in connection with a devastating mass shooting that rocked the town of Leland over the weekend. This incident, which unfolded shortly after a high school football game as locals were enjoying the homecoming festivities, resulted in 6 people losing their lives and over a dozen others being injured. It's a scene that's all too familiar in discussions about gun violence in America. But let's break it down step by step to make it clearer for everyone. Among those apprehended, Teviyon L. Powell, age 29, along with William Bryant, also 29, and Morgan Lattimore, 25, face charges of capital murder. Meanwhile, Latoya A. Powell, 44, has been charged with attempted murder. A spokesperson from the FBI's Jackson field office confirmed these details, though it's worth noting that the status of legal representation for these individuals wasn't immediately available. For context, capital murder typically refers to the most serious form of homicide charges in many jurisdictions, often carrying severe penalties including life imprisonment or even the death penalty. The Associated Press attempted to contact the Washington County Public Defender's Office for more information on whether they're involved, but no response was forthcoming at this time. What makes this shooting even more poignant is its timing, right in the heart of downtown Leland, where the community was gathered to celebrate. Authorities haven't yet disclosed a clear motive, but the FBI describes it as having been triggered by what appears to be a disagreement among a group of people. And this is the part most people miss. In a small, rural area like the Northwest Delta region of Mississippi, such disputes might stem from long-standing personal tensions, rivalries, or even misunderstandings that spiral out of control. The spokesperson hinted that additional arrests could be on the horizon as the investigation deepens, leaving us to wonder if this was an isolated flare-up or part of a broader pattern. The aftermath painted a grim picture. Abandoned shoes scattered on the street, bloodstains marking the pavement, and witnesses like Camish Hopkins recounting the horror. Hopkins, who saw the wounded and bleeding, described it as the most horrific scene I'd ever seen, with 4 victims already deceased at the scene. It's heartbreaking to think about the families and friends left behind, grappling with such sudden loss. This Leland tragedy isn't standing alone. It's part of a troubling wave of shootings across Mississippi that same weekend. According to the Associated Press/USA Today Northeastern University mass killing database, which meticulously tracks intentional homicides involving 4 or more deaths within a 24-hour period since 2006, excluding the perpetrators themselves, this marks the 14th such mass killing in 2025. For beginners, think of this database as a comprehensive record that helps us understand trends in gun violence, showing how these events, while rare, can cluster in ways that demand attention. It's not just statistics. It's a call to examine why these spikes happen and what we can do about them. Elsewhere in the state, other incidents added to the weekend's sorrow. In the tiny town of Heidelberg, about 85 miles southeast of Jackson, with a population of around 640, 2 bodies were discovered on a high school campus on Friday night, including that of a pregnant woman. This occurred around the same time as Heidelberg High School's homecoming football game, though police haven't specified the exact timing or proximity to the stadium. An 18-year-old man has been taken into custody, facing charges of 2 counts of murder plus illegally possessing a gun on school grounds, as per Jasper County jail records. Imagine the shock in such a close-knit community. Questions abound about safety in places meant for learning and fun, and whether stricter measures could prevent these tragedies. Then, on Saturday evening at Alcorn State University in Claiborne County, 3 individuals were found with gunshot wounds near the Industrial Technology Building, following a report of shots fired. Sadly, 1 victim succumbed to their injuries. This happened just after a massive crowd of over 7,000 fans cheered on Alcorn State's victory over Lincoln University in their homecoming game. No arrests have been made yet, but it raises eyebrows about campus security during large events. Could better protocols or awareness training make a difference in avoiding such chaos? In Jackson, another shooting marred the festivities at Mississippi Veterans Memorial Stadium, where Jackson State University played host to Alabama State University. Around 7 p.m. on Saturday, police responded to the tailgating area and found a juvenile with an abdominal gunshot wound, who was rushed to the hospital. Again, no arrests or further details were shared immediately, but it underscores a pattern. These incidents seem tied to celebratory gatherings, potentially amplified by crowds, excitement, and, controversially, easy access to firearms. Is it fair to question whether our society's fascination with guns contributes to these outbreaks? Or are we overlooking deeper issues like mental health and conflict resolution? As we wrap this up, it's hard not to feel a mix of sadness and urgency. What do you think? Does the motive of a disagreement seem too simplistic for such carnage? Or could it highlight how minor grievances can explode in violent ways? And in a country where mass shootings are sadly becoming routine, should we push harder for gun control reforms? Or focus on community-based solutions to prevent disputes from turning deadly? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree, disagree, or see a counterpoint we've missed? Let's discuss and learn from this together. Associated Press freelance photographer Katie Adkins in Leland and AP writer Meade Groover in Fort Collins, Colorado, contributed to this report.